what's your state of mind right now? Are you still mourning? Have you been able to kind of like, overcome it and be like, yeah, I got this. Because girl, you look like you got everything going on, you know what I'm saying? So like, share that a bit about me. Like, what's your state right now at this particular moment?
Okay. Well, one day at a time.
Yeah.
Because I've been taking care of everyone else and not dealing with what I have to deal with, I now came to the point where I said, you know what? Everyone seems to be good. Okay? Now it's me time.
Yeah.
So I started doing things for myself. I started doing things that I remember to keep me happy back then, what I would have done, because you lose yourself.
That's true.
In all of this. So I started going back to the gym because I love working out. I used to love working out before I started having my children. I started, coming into tune with social media.
I seen that. I saw this one day, all of a sudden, there was like 10 pictures of Florence on my Instagram. I was like, oh, what's happening?
Yeah.
And it's so funny because her oldest daughter was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe my mom is on social media. But I think that it's amazing. This is the era, so come on, girl, be in tune.
Yeah. So that's another thing that I started doing, and
awesome.
I traveled for the first time in 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Congrats on that.
And although it was for a church program, I liked it so much.
Good.
Yeah, it was different. I've never been outside of this bubble, this circle, this city, this country. And for the first time, I left the country. And it made me actually genuinely forget what I've been through.
Wow.
I met new people, which are still my friends today.
Awesome. And
they're always checking up on me.
So
they're
awesome.
always making sure that I'm in, at least I have a smile on my face.
That's really awesome.
I've been at my happiest since it's happened. Just doing things that make me feel good is what is helping me move on with my life.
It's really important also, you mentioned something so important, self-care. Doing things that brings you some type of happiness, and just brings you back to yourself, to that person that God originally created to be, that, as you said, that enthusiastic person that you were, that stubborn person also that you wrote that you are, that determined woman that you are, right? And I think we hear that a lot, self-care. What is this whole big fuss about self-care? But it's key. It's key. And even the Bible says it, right? When it talks about loving your neighbor, I think it says like, love thy neighbor as you love thyself. I feel like God's talking about self-care right there. Because if you don't love thyself, if you're not taking care of yourself, if you're neglecting everything about you and just doing other things, trying to make sure, as you said, making sure everybody else is good apart from you, then how in the world are you going to be able to even love those around you? How can you really give that love to your family, to your children, to your husband, as much as you want to?
With self-care, it might seem selfish to the ones around you, but it's a must. Because I was telling my husband, I'm sorry that you're not understanding what's happening to me right now. But when I realized that I was going crazy, because I've been through something, right? I kind of ignored it. But when I realized that I was going crazy, like, people are talking to me, but my mind is so far. To me, that's going crazy because I'm usually always alert.
You're alert. You're there.
So people talking to me, but my mind is really far. And then it's like, you're looking into my eyes, I'm looking into your eyes. I'm nodding, but nothing is going in. Exactly.
Wow.
Is where I realized, whoa, that's like bad tripping on some kind of a drug. So I came back to myself and said, this is not me. In order for me to be able to take care of my children, my husband, my home, and everything that concerns me, I need to be good to do it effectively.
For sure.
And I decided that I cannot care about what you're going through now. You know, you guys are good.
Yeah. You're fed,
Yeah.
you're dressed.
Everything. You're fine. So now let me take this moment to really nourish Florence.
Yeah.
To take care of Florence. Wow. To love Florence. Wow. And all this process. You also have to make up your mind that you're not going to suffer anymore. Wow. It has happened, you know, but you don't want to suffer anymore.
So you have to be intentional. You have to be aware. But even the fact that you saw that you were going crazy, and you came back to yourself and told yourself, "Hold on, something's wrong there."
You have to love yourself to know that.
I was actually going to ask you that. How did you really know? Because a lot of people, they were going crazy, and they actually went all the way crazy.
Not me. Excuse me. I'm too worthy, too beautiful. I know my value, I know my worth.
Yeah.
You know, so it will be a great loss for someone like me to lose it. Because my children are counting on me. My family is counting on me. I don't know, maybe someone is watching me in secret who is also counting on me.
You. Yeah.
So I want to make sure that they're looking up to the best person that they can look up to.
Wow.
Yeah.
Woo! Wow, my girl. Wow. If you're sitting here, you'd be on fire too, man. Trust me. Thank you so much for that, honestly. Like, it is so true. People are counting on you.
Definitely.
People are counting on you, and people are counting on you too. You know, you that's out there. As I mentioned, you might be going through some things, and remember what Florence just said, like, people are counting on you. So in order for you to actually make it through, self-care, remember that. So Florence, thank you for actually elaborating on self-care and where you are right now. I just want to know, when it comes to, like, professionally, right? You're a hairstylist right now. Fa Coiffure is the name of your hair business. Something also just recently came up, something very exciting. And you were telling me about it. I was just like, oh, because I remember a couple of years ago, you mentioned that this is what you want to do, this is where you want to go. She's very determined, by the way, guys. Okay, she's a very, very determined woman. And when you shared that with me, that's where I was like, nope, I gotta sit down with this lady. We gotta talk about this, because this strength that you have is just incredible and amazing.
Thank you.
So yeah, just kind of share a little bit about Fa Coiffure, you know, like, let viewers know what you do and what you specialize in, a little bit about this new venture that you're in.
Sure. Okay, well, Fa Coiffure was more like an scapegoat because of what I went through, the tragedies. But as you know, because I've mentioned to you some years ago, that my first love is in real estate.
Yes.
So yeah, I bought my first property when I was 21 years old in 2009.
21, guys. Do you know what 21-year-olds usually do? You know what I was doing when I was 21? Actually, you don't want to know what I was doing when I was 21. I'm even embarrassed to say it. But okay, all right.
I just had all this money and I didn't know what to do, and I didn't want to put it to waste. And I know that investing in property, in real estate, is the best. But I went in with no experience.
Okay.
You know, I just had money to put somewhere. So eventually, trusting friends and all, I lost this home.
Okay.
But I said it's just another lesson, you know. Next time around, I'll do it the best way that I can. I'll do it better. And just recently, I was home during the summer, my husband and I were looking for a house to purchase, and we called this construction company. They referred us to their agent,
Okay.
and the agent took us around. Even while taking us around for visit, that agent, she really liked my personality,
Okay.
and she called me recently and she said, "Oh, you know, my position that I had, I left it, and my boss asked me if I knew anybody that I liked so much that would fit this position so well. I know we don't know each other very well, but I like your personality, so I gave him your name. Do you mind if he calls you?"
Wow.
I'm like, just like that?
Just like that.
So currently,
grace,
favor, yeah,
Yes.
grace and favor. Currently, I am a private contractor for a real estate company.
Woo!
Yeah, private contractor in real estate for Brigitte.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Wow.
I just started, and I started January 2nd actually.
Okay.
And so that was a way to start my new year.
Okay.
Second day into the year, I'm in what I actually love. So I'm like, as God has never left me nor forsaken me,
Wow.
He's like now taking me into
Wow.
what I'm supposed to do, what I love doing, what I've always said I wanted to do.
That's amazing.
I thought, you know, going through the courses, the license, this was just
Given
literally
to you like
given
that.
to me, just like that.
Wow.
You know, I just started jumping. I've been so excited about it. Even just every day, I go to work chic, which I love being
Of course.
chic. I go to work
Yes,
chic and then
yes.
come home smiling.
That's right.
So it's
Wow.
just, the money is rolling.
Amen.
And I love
That's
money,
amazing.
if you didn't know.
Well, I mean, to buy a house at the age of 21, you could only think, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Flo, thank you. Thank you so much. Honestly, it's more than exciting actually when you hear like stories like this, when you hear things that could have brought you to the worst and brought you down and under. But you know, there's this God that we serve.
Definitely.
And you know, one thing that he says in his word is that like his strength is made perfect in our weaknesses, you know. And I know that although you went through that and you went through the pain, and maybe right now the pain is gradually like exiting your system and everything, the strength of the Lord was made perfect in you. This is like an evidence of that strength of God inside of you, inside of his children. And like I honestly like I bow down. Like honestly, you're really a testimony.
You mentioned something that is very important. As a child of God,
Mm-hmm.
when I went through what I went through, I said, I don't know. As for someone who does not know God, someone who's not born again, how they can handle such a challenge, a tragedy. Because it's not normal. You know, it's not part of life. Not to me anyway. Your children bury you. You don't bury your children.
Ooh, my girl.
You know? And it's not like, oh, it happened, let's go on with life.
No.
But to have God's hands upon me to direct me each and every day till this point where I'm still strong and I could still say that I'm blessed. You know, I have support from my husband, my family. You know, I'm not going to say everybody loves the decisions I've taken about enjoying life. Because it's when you decide that you're going to be fine that the devil is definitely going to bring people to try to bring you down. But that's where my stubbornness comes out. You know, no one is going to step on my happiness. You'll just fail.
That's right.
God loves me too much. Have you not noticed that I have a hedge around me? He's protecting me.
I love this. Awesome.
You know? So, like, you can try to bring me down all you want, but God has determined to keep me standing on solid ground, which is Christ.
Boom. And now some people will, you'll get out of it 5 years, 10 years, 20 years along the way, sometimes you'll get a flash or you'll see something and it'll bring you back. But that doesn't mean your life is done. That doesn't mean you gotta dwell on it.
Yeah. You manage it.
You have to.
You manage it.
You have to manage it. Wow, Flo. So before we end, I just want to know, with everything that we've spoken about today, what type of legacy are you trying to leave behind?
Well, this is the thing. The biggest thing for me is to be like my mom, you know?
Oh.
I didn't see my mom, like I saw her struggling, but for us, so that today we can also be as strong as she was. My mom never let anybody hold her back. You know, although she wouldn't always be in agreement with decisions with my dad. When she went forward and followed her dreams, my dad just followed. You know, he just followed because he saw that, oh, this woman really had this dream. She spoke about it, although I said I'm not interested. She still did it, and she's successful at it. Right. So same thing. I want my children to still have this toughness in them, knowing that life will knock you down, but you just stay up. Just remain strong because it has come to pass. It's just in passing.
Yeah.
When it passes, you're still standing.
That's right.
You know? And also, just what you say you're going to do, keep at it. Consistency is key.
Yeah.
Be consistent.
Yeah.
You know, always trust in God. The fact that I still trust in God is how He was able to cause men to favor me.
Amen.
He was able to bring me out of what I've been through.
Yeah.
Until today, I'm still swimming in my blessings.
Amen.
And they don't end. It's not ending till my life is gone.
It's done.
You know?
Wow.
So that's the kind of legacy I want to also leave for my children.
That's really amazing.
Strength, especially strength.
Strength.
Trust in God, you know. They have to raise up their children in the Lord.
In the Lord.
It's very important. Yeah, very, very important.
As for me and my household, we will serve the Lord. Wow.
Praise God, yeah.
Well, guys, we could sit here for hours and talk, but I know most of you guys have other things to do. I want to say thank you so much, honestly, for coming down and such short notice also, and sharing this story with me, sharing with basically the whole world.
You're welcome.
It takes a lot of courage, a lot of strength for that, and I honestly applaud you for that. Like, deep down inside, I really, really applaud you for that. Thank you for encouraging somebody out there. Thank you for empowering another woman out there that might think that she's all alone, that she's the only one going through what she's going through. But hey, guys, there are women experiencing the same things that you're experiencing. And this is the goal. This is the goal of I'm a Success. The goal is to let the world know, let women out there know, children, men, whoever you are, know that if one person was able to go through it and, you know, break through and make it, then you definitely can. And Florence is definitely a success. And as she has refused to be defeated, she is leaving her legacy behind. Thank you for tuning in to the I'm a Success channel once again. Where can we find you? Where can we follow you, Florence?
You can follow me on Facebook, Florence Ikwia, and Instagram, same name, Florence Ikwia, Fa, and Snapchat, Florence Fa.
Okay. We'll have all of that down, so all of y'all that want to follow Florence, she'll definitely be glad to follow back, I guess, you know, follow for follow. Anyways, guys, we're done. It's a wrap. Take care. Peace. Bye.